Hello, world. Tara Sue Moore back with broadcast 2 of day 5 of Find It, Feel It, Free It. So I'm at my store and I'm currently standing in a place that I happen to easily feel free in. And I actually really love planning. Planning gives me a sense of freedom, especially when I'm planning without having to deal with the nitty-gritty of the challenges that will come with it. And that's what I've actually been doing for much of the time since I last spoke. I also, just to double check on myself, put myself on the HeartMath monitors because I like to validate if I'm really feeling what I think I am. And it really is quite fascinating. They confirm for me often what I already know, and sometimes they give me some surprises. So to anyone interested in learning more about the HeartMath monitors, again, please pay attention because over time I'll get all that out, but really that's not the focus right this minute. That's the stuff I teach. That's to the side. Right now, this is a call out to anyone out there who feels like they need to do something and doesn't know what they need to do or has reasons why they can't do what they feel they need to do, be that whatever the challenge is. This is a shout out to people who are already fully in action, feeling free. This is a shout out to people who are so rigid with disgust at one side or both sides of what's going on in this nation, or however many sides you see. This is a shout out to everyone. So again, the core of the way I do my own practices, for me, I see, sense, feel, or imagine a situation. Sometimes they can be organic. Sometimes it happens just when I'm doing it. But I see, sense, feel, or imagine a situation that is likely to evoke the feeling in me I'm looking for. I'm now at a place today where I can look for a feeling of freedom. Something I like to be very careful of. There's some days where actually remembering an experience that allowed me to feel free organically puts me back in that same feeling. And on those days, I absolutely use the memory and go back to it because on those days, that memory is powerful and empowering for me. There is other days, depending on where I'm starting from internally, where trying to use a memory actually has an opposite effect. Trying to use a memory of a time I felt free will simply evoke the contrast for me to see of how differently my life circumstances are now from what they were when I had that feeling of freedom. And on those days, that exercise evokes anything but a feeling of freedom. So you see, I have the choice of being aware of that within myself, or because I have the awareness of that within myself, I then have the ability to make the choice on any given day of what technique I am going to use. So again, just a shout out to all of you. Don't decide something works for you or does not work for you at any given time, because what works for you in one moment might be different in another. I'm sitting in my phenomenal crystal cavern and I am looking at my version of freedom right there. For me, if I were sitting in that space and assuming there's also no wind, because I don't like wind, and there's not cold rain, it probably couldn't be too much sun for me, but really the right mix of the elements to support me, whatever that might be, I would find coherence in that space without any work. So as I do my heart-focused breathing with all of you, thank you to listening to this broadcast. That's all I have to say. I am trying to shorten these, and let's close off with 1 minute of heart-focused breathing. Again, you're welcome to share my contemplation. I'll give you the picture of it as we do it, or you are, actually, well, no, because then I can't see it. I'll give you the picture of it as I do it. You're welcome to see, sense, feel, and imagine how you would feel if you were sitting there meditating on that rock with the weather, the mix of the elements being whatever would be the most supportive of you. Actually, I can do this with you because I can look at it in the camera. Just doing some heart-focused breathing. for me imagining what it would be like to be in that space today. I don't quite have words to explain how I do this. It's something that's developed as I added to all of my meditative mind and higher mind and mindfulness practices, which is sort of where it started, then energy work. And then I brought the body on. When I'm imagining myself there, I'm sort of seeing it and imagining it from a more full-bodied sensory experience. So I'll start to react in the body the way my body would react if it was there. I don't have a way yet to guide you into that. It's just something I found. If your body does it for you, say, thank you, body. Breathing in through the heart. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Seeing, sensing, feeling, and imagining that each breath goes through your heart. It takes no more time than just breathing. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay, I can feel the coherence starting to come in my body. For me, there's a relaxation. I can feel energy moving in my body again. Not everyone knows what that feels like. I can teach you what that feels like. I can identify that I'd started to hit a coherence. If you're very good with your voice, you're probably going to hear that my voice has slightly changed. I encourage anyone with time to keep doing this. I'm going to sign off and close the broadcast, and I am probably going to sit here just in silence and look at that vision and take a few more minutes to see, sense, feel, and radiate what I'm seeing. And I'll see everyone who wants back in a couple hours. Again, Tara Sue Moore, broadcast 2, day 5 of Find It, Feel It, Free It. If you want to make sure you get every broadcast and you're on Facebook, please come join the Crystal Cavern. And I'll continue to update you on other ways to stay on board other than picking it up on all the sites I'm streaming on. Tara Sue Moore, from stockbroker to firewalker. Find it, feel it, free it. Find your feeling of freedom. Feel your feeling of freedom. Radiate your feeling out on your natural transmission system that your heart creates with every single beat, whether you ask it to or not. See you in a couple hours.